All right, we are testing Zoom in a new method because I've been having trouble about the past 20 minutes getting on here with you guys. I wanted to share some exciting stuff on a three-step Facebook funnel. I'll update the title here because really it didn't work the way it was supposed to work, which is fine. We've got alternatives. We know different ways to get our content on streaming platforms, etc. So thank you for joining me here in the Page Promote group. I am Machen Matthews. I'm the founder of this group with some friends, with some of you guys here. Let me grab my phone so I can see comments and make sure we are actually live. And on top of that, I will have some time here at the end for questions. But essentially, what we're going to go through here is, what are we talking about here? We're talking about a three-step Facebook funnel, which basically is some of the profile optimization, how to get people into a group or on a list, and delivering on scarcity and a logical reason for people to take action right now in your business. Sometimes that's through social proof. There's lots of levers of influence that can be used to reach the, I'm looking, I don't think we're live, to reach the ends of your means. So what is the goal that we're doing here? A lot of the time, when people talk about funnels, they're talking about getting people to opt in to a list, like an email list, or opt into purchasing a product or something of this nature. And that's exactly what we're talking about here. Each of us are business owners, and maybe I know you and we've worked together in this group, but more likely you were invited by somebody that I've worked with, and they said, maybe you'll find something useful in this group. Maybe there's some useful information here, and I hope this is one of those things for you. What we're talking about is a three-step Facebook funnel where we're going to go through some stuff like profile optimization. We're looking in the group. We're not live here, guys, so bear with me. What we will do is continue to share what we're going to go through here. So a lot of this stuff, it's not stuff I've invented. It's stuff that I'm reading. Here's a great book that if you haven't read this one before and you own a business or you work in a sales team, this is a great one. This is Chet Holmes, The Ultimate Sales Machine. A lot of this is on turbocharging your business, on relentless focus on key strategies, simple things, doing them 1,000 times, doing the simple things 1,000 times versus doing every crazy thing, every 1,000 things, everything, right? So let's get right into it. So it doesn't take half an hour to explain 3 steps. But basically in step 1, you'll see that I invite people here in the group. And in doing that, I might say something like, hey, check the announcements page. Because one of the most important things about the first step in any online sales strategy and branding and positioning is going to be profile optimization, taking a look and making things stick. And we'll flip over to my personal profile here and I'll give you some examples. Essentially, what we're talking about is the awareness, bringing people an awareness and then a call to action, having them do something like get in our Facebook group next as the second stage there, and receive something of value, some training and coaching in this particular case. And then ultimately having a call to action once there. What are they going to do? Are they going to get on your email list? Are they creating an opt-in to get their physical address so that you can come by the office and show them your products or something of this nature? There's some strategies that work for everybody, and there's most which will work for some people, right? And depending on your business, you can adapt these methods to your business model. But for a lot of us, we're doing online sales. We want people to get in the game. We want them to be part of the business that provides value to them, right? Our companies are built and when I say our, I'm talking about the good company I keep myself in. And that's you guys. Your businesses should have a good quality product. If they don't, you're probably gonna have a hard time no matter what we're doing. So the first step is going to be the profile optimization. It's bringing that awareness and a call to action. And that's kind of what you see here on my Facebook page, on my Facebook profile. And this is what we're discussing as a 3-step Facebook profile funnel, 3-step Facebook funnel. And you can apply this inside a group once you get someone into a group. You can do this on other platforms as well, just not, they all have their own, just like our businesses, nuances. So here, let's take a look. We see something here, a photo that kind of represents who we are. If you go through the profile optimization webinar or look at the documentation that is in the announcements here in the group, you'll see that we mentioned you should have add back percentage. So when we're going out to people and saying, hey, take a look at my profile, let's connect, let's work together, you should have some reason, like a smile, that maybe somebody would want to talk to you. Little things like these are add back percentages. In this case, a little bit of social proof, leveraging a group of friends. Like we get some friends together and we do things, and people like themselves or like they want to be. And I work a lot with small business owners and families. And so my profile is optimized to get that information across so that people can see who I am and have that little bit of an add back percentage. Do check out the announcements, the video there in the announcements under profile optimization, and you'll get a much more in-depth, about a 3-minute read of what action to take there. The next thing we want to do when someone hits here, if they're coming across our profile, is give them a clear call to action, a clear way to get in the Facebook group where I'm going to coach and train and teach and do these things. The third factor I'll get to here in a second. So let's go back. The first one, profile optimization. Second one is get people on your list, get people into your program, get people, but you can't, I say you can't. It's not recommended, and we've all had it happen where we meet somebody on Facebook, social media, or even in real life at a meetup or something, and their approach to us is, hey, hi, what's your name? Buy my stuff. And I don't know anywhere that really works unless you're in dire need. There's ratios like 3% of people are ready to buy your product right now. And you can do, you could survey next time you're in a room, you can kind of ask and see how that works. You probably need 100 people to kind of get a good idea because 3% is such a low number. But that being said, we could probably reduce that number if we approach them in the wrong manner. If we come, hair on fire and come buy my stuff, right? Instead, we want to nurture those relationships, but we also want to be really clear because some people may be looking for exactly what we're offering. So you'll see here that I've added a link. But how do people know? Instead of putting the group of pictures, most people put a big swath of pictures there, their favorite pictures. Instead, that I just put a simple call to action. This is that simple, get in the group. Thanks to Dave Gambrill, who helped me get the wording for this. I say help me get the wording. I chose his wording. He, changed up a little bit, but simply, look, join my Facebook group now for help growing your impact and your income. And I mentioned Dave G, and I've mentioned this book as part of this process too. Really, I'm not reinventing the wheel. We're doing what works, right? And so I'm giving this advice. Step 1, do the profile optimization, look the part, be a solution, be somebody that can help somebody, and be seen as that person. So you are the authority in your field, so you can develop your brand, your personal brand, and build your list so that you can impact and transform lives and impact business. So with that being said, you see fancy red arrow, get up here, click get to the group. And once we're in the group, we have a pretty clear call to action here. Wednesday, 3 p.m. It's Wednesday. It's 3 p.m. Eastern. It's 3:40 Eastern. I am in Central Time, so my clock here you see on my screen is lying to you. But you guys are all welcome to join me here in Zoom directly on this Zoom ID every Wednesday at 3 p.m. I love working together on challenges. We do this like a nice coaching training, and then break into Q&As and try to make it a marathon. See if we can get everyone's questions, everyone's concerns answered, and elevate our level of business and how we do business with others. So again, we're having this clear call to action. There's a little social proof here. People might have some curiosity and wonder what this is, wonder what this picture's about. I recommend that you add a description that maybe would intrigue that curiosity and give them a clear call to action. Here, get paid to promote your own business. That's the group we're in. That's where you're watching this, where I want to help others get paid to promote their own business better. There's a multitude of ways of doing that, but simply put, this is a members only forum for discovering strategies and helping people generate tools and strategies, generate a sustainable income. A lot of you out here are like me, where you're helping people find tools in their business and giving them a vehicle upon which to conduct business at the level that the pros are. When we go out there and compete for advertising space on Facebook or Instagram, which are pay-to-play platforms, meaning a very small percentage of your content gets published. You ever publish something and they go, I have 100 friends. How come only 8 people saw this, or 8 people said something? They may have never even seen it, because unless you're paying to play, Facebook doesn't necessarily put that on everyone's wall like the good old MySpace days. So anyhow, getting back to it, the third step, right? That's some scarcity. It doesn't need to be false scarcity. I'm asking people to get in, to introduce themselves, to introduce their business, and tell me their big dreams in the group, because that information lets me know who I can put my time with. I don't have a whole lot of extra time to come do lives and do one-on-one time with everybody, because I have a large number of clients and businesses and consultations and things that I'm invested in. Family as well, I'm heavily invested in spending enjoyable time with my family. What's the point of being a dad if we can't do some of that, or being a brother, or being a son, a daughter, if we can't really go out and be the best of that for ourselves? Same idea in business. That scarcity is that logical reason that we want to give someone a reason to take action right now, whether that's some time-based scarcity. Like I mentioned, I don't have a whole lot of time, so I spend this time with you one-on-one after each Zoom every day. I'm actually available on this same Zoom ID at 3 p.m. Eastern time, 2 p.m. Central. But we do these prepared training so that it's here whenever you're available. If you want to have some more one-on-one time with someone whose time is limited, usually there's something like some way to get that. If it's a coaching, if you're a coach, someone needs to buy your time. If you're a trainer or something, physical trainer, if you're a massage therapist, if you're a beautician, people want time with you. They have to come pay to sit in your chair, sit on your table. There's other ways of doing scarcity that isn't false, like, I'm so busy, because a lot of us want to help. And before I found my full system and started developing all of these, before I found a way to put all the systems I learned from all these people together to a way that affected my life, I didn't have time scarcity. I had plenty of time. I had no one to spend it with, no customers. I didn't know who to talk to. So with that being said, at the beginning, I told you what we were going to talk about, the 3 steps of Facebook funnel to get people a logical reason to take action now. And then I kind of told you a little bit about what we're going to do. And now I kind of want to circle back why. The why is in those logical reasons, like the time, the space, maybe it's a price range, like get this now and Labor Day sale, or what have you. Or maybe it's losing something, like we do a lot of bonuses in businesses that we work with. So say somebody, a sales team gets a bonus by doing something, right? We'll have them leverage that same type of mentality by saying, let's say you're a coach and you have your new platform coming up and you've got a new class coming up. Well, that will include all the previous classes for the first 75 people or something, right? That's simple. After that, the bonuses get removed. That leverages, it's one of the many levers. I can't remember the guy's name, but levers that influence. There's a great book on it. I can see his name, but I can't pronounce it anyhow. So long story short, 3 steps: profile optimization. Let's look the part. Let's get people aware of who we are and get them curious so that they can engage on that call to action. Step 2 will be get them into your group or put them on your list. Build your list. Get them in your list. Get them in your group. Get them on your newsletter. Something of this in your messenger bot sequence if that's the rate you're going. I'm not meaning all of these. Do one of them. Each product you have should have a single funnel. If they're not already in your list, you need to make that something fast, free, something great for them, something of value. And so that will circle back to in this page here, what you see, the profile photo, cover photo, right? Social proof, call to action, saying get up here to link. I also add this here where there's a list of the resources and the ability to schedule with us one-on-one. So people can learn more about this group. The idea that there's a no pitch group, it's not a sales pitch. There's not some right hook that's come in the door and then buy this product. The idea of this group is for people to learn and for us all to benefit from that, because ultimately when we build a strong business on networking and on relationships, we're able to identify intuitively who might be able to help someone else in our network. And do you like referrals is the first question I ask people. If your business likes referrals, if you're looking to have a steady book of business, if you're looking to scale your business in a way that everyone in your team can have a consistent appointment book, consistent income, get off the roller coaster of never knowing if you're going to have an appointment or knowing how many appointments and what that might convert to, then please invite your friends here in this group. Again, that's the point, is for us to tell you what you're gonna tell you, right? I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you. The group is a coaching and training platform. Why? Because it's fun to help other people succeed. And in between those two is all of the information. It's the announcements in there, in the group. We'll have a series. There's about 6 or 7 videos in there right now that I think all of us can find useful in our business in some area or another, or we have friends that would be able to find that useful. We never know who's looking to buy our products or use our services until we let them know and let them become aware. So please use this in your business to offer yourself up in a way that makes it desirable and delightful to be connected with. I do hope this is useful for you. There is quite a bit more available on the content management system. If you've already received, there's about 120 of us in the group. There's about 40 of you guys that have already received the paid to promote content management system with tutorials, white papers, all the training, everything. Again, that is a no opt-in, all yours. It's on like Google Sheets, everything like that. Paint by number system. I don't know how much easier we could make it. Please take a look, find the person who invited you to the group, thank them, because we are going to make a huge impact in your business if you're ready to take action. I can give you all this, but if you don't take action, none of it's going to matter. And I hear rain. Maybe that's why I was having a hard time connecting with Zoom here in the Facebook group, but I will let Zoom upload this to the cloud. I will cut off the part of me trying to get it to post and post this here in the group for you guys. If you find this useful, invite a friend. Like I said, happy to have you here. Let's get committed to giving the gift and helping people get paid better to promote their business better. It's a simple process. We all want to grow our influence. We're all influencers, whether you believe that or not. We're influencing the people around us by our attitudes, by how we approach life. And some of us only share the A sides. I've had quite a few B sides since the beginning of the year. If you've been here for long, you've seen the struggles of leaving a company that I've been with for 10 years, losing thousands and thousands of contacts through that. and what we've done to stay positive and build a business, build multiple successful businesses since then. Couldn't do it without you. Couldn't do it without great supportive friends and family and people just like you. So let's get out there, get committed to giving the gifts so we can appreciate those people that are supporting us. And little quick tip, I wanted to throw a little bonus in here. I have a little note over here. It says, get in the game, right? Let's get out here. If you don't already have a Facebook group, let's take little formulas like this. We have recipes. I can help you set them up, or you can help you set them up. And if you have a face for radio, there are programs out there where you can do the video like this. You can keep it tight, keep it real simple, and then go use something like Canva, PowerPoint, to make slides, and use a tool like Loom, like this little tool here. So we'll just put the slides up, and instead of sharing my face, we'll just be sharing the slides. It's just the slides. It's so much easier than doing these lives anyway. Get committed to doing it. I'll drop a photo of what I'm talking about. Make it simple for you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Put in the comments, and I'll see you again 2 p.m. every day. This link, 3 p.m. Eastern time. You can see it in the header of the group. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you at the top, or to the left of the decimal for all my crypto lovers out there. See you guys.